analysis by my partner Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Chelsea and they take on Juventus.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
He really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, quite simply, he's a great crosser of the ball, and that will be a major threat today. If he plays well, he'll be a big influence on this game.
And this is how it looks for Chelsea.
Well, it's a 4-5-1, but with three of the midfield players giving close support to the centre forward, and the other two sitting deeper. Also, watch out for the fullbacks getting forward at every opportunity. They do like to get crosses into the box.
And this is how Juventus will line up. Bremer plays alongside Pierre Kalulu in central defence. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. It ought to be a really interesting battle. Chelsea kick off. Neto. It's a neat move. Reece James. And it's played into the centre. And it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. McKennie, and he takes it away.
Excellent reading of the situation.
Very effective pass. Physically strong and secure on the ball. It needs an accurate cross. Caicedo. Palmer. Almost right off the bat.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Let's hope that sets the tone here.
And over comes the corner. Well, the keeper really taking charge. Was never going to be denied. Pierre Kalulu. Yildiz. The Bianconeri have given us away. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. Can he deliver? And beyond the last defender, offside. Cambiasso. Out of play it goes, and it will be a throw-in. Out of play for what will be a Chelsea throw. Well, it was their own throw-in.
Yeah, not the best one you'll ever see.
Space here for Yildiz. Could cross it in here. Could be threatening. McKennie! Attractive build-up. Spot on with that tackle. It's offside, and perhaps he should have been a bit more alert.
And maybe a little bit more aware in the box. He was just too static.
Neto. Fernandez. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Oh, and standing tall to deny that superb effort. Now a short corner here. And a very good challenge. Weston McKennie. Now with Kelly. Now with Kalulu. Locatelli. And on to Kalulu. David. Clever defending. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Enzo Fernandez. Almost the chance they could get caught out on the break here. That's a good pass. In it goes! But wait a minute, that will not count.
Well, that was tight, but he was just offside. It was a good finish, though.
Cambiasso. And passing it well. That's a useful cross. Possible opportunity. Playing with patience. Manuel Locatelli. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Locatelli. There it is, and just the ideal start.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Moises Caicedo. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. João Pedro. Nice looking move this. Is this the equaliser? And there's the feed into the box. And Chelsea win the corner.
Well, the crowd can sense the goal's coming. Could this be the moment?
So the corner played into the box. Not completely out of trouble here. Marvellous anticipation. Now with Kelly. And it's back with Di Gregorio. options aplenty. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Quick break could be on. And covering tremendous ground here. And the ball back with Juve now. Manuel Locatelli. Francisco Conceição. Locatelli with it. Weston McKennie. The object of the exercise from Juventus is to get it forward. That's what they're doing. And lost the ball. Now what can they do from here? Pedro. Kenan Yildiz. Now with Cambiaso. And support available. Good pass.
Yeah, he saw the run so quickly there.
And there the move ends for now. Kefren Turam. Juventus, the old lady, they know how to keep the ball. What can they do from here? But really sticking to their task defensively. Oh, it's a really well-timed challenge. Pierre Kalulu. And on to Bremer. Thuram. That's a good-looking ball. And regaining control of the ball.
Well, they defend those areas really well.
Neto. And that brings the attack to an end. David. Quick counter could be on. Will it happen for them? Well, he didn't miss by all that much with the header, just a little bit off target. Caicedo. And wasteful from Chelsea. Juventus keep possession, and it's positive possession. What can they do from this position? Possibilities for them to counter. Dangerous ball. Well, it was a promising-looking counter-attack, but no end product.
Yeah, just that final shot that wasn't quite good enough.
On to Kelly. On to David. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Conceição. Must be. Really good diving save. Corner kick played in. Well, it was never really going to be of concern to the keeper, that one. Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, nice ball over the top. Just the challenge that was required. Locatelli. Now with David. Oh, that's a clever ball. The verdict is offside here. Moises Caicedo. Rather than a free kick, it's advantage Chelsea. Oh, good idea. And an astute piece of defending. Manuel Locatelli. Might do damage on the break. And a disappointing end to that. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Intelligent threaded pass here. Well, it really wasn't easy for the keeper to stop it.
Brilliant save. From that sort of range, he had no right to stop that.
Playing it in. And not a header that was ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper. Andrea Cambiasso. And on to Thuram. Weston McKennie. Well, they're a bit like a passing machine, and you can understand why they want to play it that way, in front as they are. And steered back under a bit of pressure. Neto. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. It needs an accurate cross. No panic, just passing.
They certainly know how to kick the ball, don't they?
Reece James. Wesley Fofana. Gusto. Caicedo. This looks interesting. Enzo Fernandez. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Neither side really able to keep the ball for any significant length of time. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. They need to get bodies back. Can he put it in? Oh, but denied. Full credit to the keeper.
Well, of course he should score, but what a save that is.
And over it comes. Well, the goalkeeper made it look as though there was no pressure on him whatsoever. Cucurella. Perfectly positioned to take it away. And a lot to like about this attack. And Thuram with the feed. And a goal here for Juventus. Surely theirs to lose now.
Well, here we can see it again. It's a beautifully weighted ball behind the back line, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Malo Gusto. Fernandes. Cucurella. And Chelsea looking dangerous. A good vision there. Well, not quite the header he had in mind. And the goalkeeper gobbling that one up. Kalulu. And room here for Conceição. They dealt with the threat posed. Moises Caicedo. João Pedro. Brilliant pass. Palmer. Chance to play it in. Oh, that's splendid play. And an opening. A goal! They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
So, on with the game here. But I'll tell you what, the moods in the two camps couldn't be more contrasting. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Fernandez. Now, who can he play it to? That's a good ball. Cole Palmer. Threads it nicely. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect. And then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Andrea Cambiaso. Now with Bremer. McKennie. Moving the ball nicely. But then the one that goes astray. Neto. Fernandez. An impressive run. A good and fair challenge. Plenty of support here. It's a weighted pass. Well, how has he kept that out?
Yeah, agile, athletic and sharp. What a good save that was.
So the corner played into the box. Clear deflection off the defender there. And he's fired over the corner. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. McKennie. Now, options are plenty. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Pedro. Enzo Fernandez. Decent looking ball. Can he put it away? And a fine stop. Thuram. And he takes it away. Reece James. On to David. Conceição. Locatelli. Could be threatening. Now with McKennie. Juventus unable to retain possession. The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. Fofana. Fernandez. Beautiful pass. Well, the threat could be there. Superbly read and executed. Francisco Conceição. And on to Thuram. On to Kelly. Kefren Thuram. That's a good-looking ball. And a harmless cross gobbled up. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Good weight on that pass. Well, that attack collapsed completely.
Really snuffed out the danger there.
Francisco Conceição. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. Now, will the cross work out for them? Not a chance, but he couldn't take advantage of it. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at Stamford Bridge. Whatever way you slice it, it really has been a positive contribution from midfield, Stuart.
Yeah, he's done everything you want from a midfield player. He's wriggled out of tight situations, he's played a lot of forward passes, and he's also defended well. His assist is just the icing on the cake.
So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a free kick for Juventus. Locatelli. And on to Thuram. Weston McKennie. Good tackle. This looks interesting. Played into the centre. How did they let that attack come to an end? Manuel Locatelli. And on to Yildiz. Cucurella. And teammates around him. Trying to tee it up. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. And that'll be a Chelsea ball. Now they can reset the defence.
Well, no frills there, but sometimes that's what's needed.
Fernandes. Well, this could really help the cause. Enzo Fernandez. Could be. Instinctive save. Fantastic reflexes.
Well, I have to say, I thought that was in. Great stop.
The delivery. Yildiz. Lloyd Kelly. Good through ball. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. But then the one that fails to hit its target. Gusto. Cucurella. Fernandes. Free kick to Chelsea. Caicedo. Could be troublesome. And just like that, broken up. Locatelli. Now with Bremer. David. Can he play it in? It's going to be a Juve throw. Kefren Turam. Locatelli with it. Jonathan David. And on to Yildiz. Now with Kelly. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Now the counter-attack looks on. Determined to keep moving. Ready to... Can he get one back? Oh, another one for them! And with plenty of time still remaining, this game is very much back on!
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal.
Well, back underway. Chelsea making this a contest. It's not in the bag just yet. On to Kelly. On to David. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Now with Thuram. Safely away. Palmer. And he takes it away. a simple clearance, a good one. Now opening things up. And a textbook interception. Now can they hit them on the counter? Good looking pass. Oh, a goal! What a comeback! Who on earth could have predicted this?
Well, this is a very good finish. He just does enough to get it over the keeper. He'll certainly be pleased with that.
Well, they've restarted the game, and it's 3 apiece. Francisco Conceição. Well, he saw the situation developing. Attacking with vigour. Conceição. Well, the threat could be there. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
In a decent position now. Could be dangerous. With Locatelli. Promising possession, this. Yildiz might jump in front. Still a chance. And doing well to keep that one out. Taken short. Nice looking move, this. Manuel Locatelli. Fernandez. Pedro. Opportunity. And the keeper more than equal to it. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending. Bremer. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Cambiasso. And on to Yildiz. Could be troublesome. Oh, crucial interception.
Well, that really did kill the danger, didn't it?
And the counter-attack looks on. And running free here. Fine pass. Still seeking space. Palmer. And blocked all the way by the keeper. Played over. Oh, terrific save! Kept his cool under pressure and made it look simple. And they keep the ball. Advantage Chelsea. Just cutting off the supply. Good ball over the top. Can they deliver here? To take the lead. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is wonderfully executed, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So Chelsea get things going again. How will they reply to that setback? Palmer. On to James. And keeping possession.
Well, that's how to maintain possession.
Fernandes. And Chelsea have given us away. Conceição. His determination there for all to see. But just like that, possession changes hands. And he's certainly not alone. Lovely ball over the top. Oh, terrific agility to deny them a goal. Kenan Yildiz. Chelsea recovering possession well. João Pedro. Neto. Twenty minutes remaining. Kefren Turam. And on to Kelly. Kefren Turam. Doing well to keep it.
Well, they're making it look so easy here, aren't they?
Francisco Conceição. Just wasn't going to give that ball away. Oh, tremendous vision. Well, that header was never going to be problematic for the goalkeeper. Cucurella. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Reece James. Oh, surely! They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So on with the game, and I'll tell you what, I'm not sure we could be entertained anymore. Jonathan David. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. And whipped into the box. Goalkeeper's ball, disappointingly for them. Gusto. Wesley Fofana. Malo Gusto. Now with James. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And a Chelsea throw-in coming up here. Delivering it into the box. And fine work from Chelsea to win the ball back. Neto. Now with James. Moises Caicedo. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Ball retention is often part of it. And it'll be a throw-in for Juve. Decent position. Really fine play to keep possession. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. James. Neto. Oh, might have been his second of the game.
Well, he's already got one to his name, and that was another decent chance there.
He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. Well, they fancy a short one. Delivered into the area here. Chelsea regaining possession here. Good patience. Well, the threat could be there. Pedro. And return to Pedro. Chance to take the lead. Chance still there. Super stop. Chelsea have won themselves a corner. Now what can they do with it?
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
It's a short corner. It's not a bad ball. A decisive clearance it was. Wasn't going to let that one get through. Turn Cup Miners. And easily intercepted. Pedro Neto. And a useful cross. Showing good ball control. Reece James. Now opening things up. Unable to get a body in the way. Dangerous here. It's a perfect challenge. Could catch them on the break. Locatelli. And on to Cup Miners. Chelsea couldn't keep it. Andrea Cambiaso. Now with David. Juve on the attack. Near the end of this match. Level pegging. Brilliantly blocked. Ball retention so important. Jonathan David. Decent looking pass. And Chelsea with the ball again. Well, Locatelli. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Could be threatening. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
he's still knocking on the door in the closing minutes. Can they find a winner? Who wants to make a challenge? Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Reece James. And possibilities here. Oh, they were in a decent position too. David. Plenty of support here. And passing it well. And the cross into the middle. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. Pedro. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Targets available, cross comes in. Oh, a twitchy clearance. That's a good-looking ball. And look at this! Oh, what a superb save! And still it is level.
Well, of course he should have scored, but take nothing away from the keeper. It's a top-class save.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Another corner, hot on the heels of the last one. Could be troublesome. Well, going for power, but what can you say about it, really? Not great. Well, wait, don't go anywhere. We're going to have 5 additional minutes. Filip Kostic. And a timely intervention. Threading it. Well, a save to be proud of.
Well, he's pulled off a top-class save there at such a vital time as well.
Played over. Kostic. On to David. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. And Juventus getting forward. A goal at this late stage, and that might be that. And the decision offside here. And he read it well. Well, that's a clever ball. Oh, totally committed. Danger not finished now. Locatelli. Locatelli threads it through. Decent position. Cambiazo. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Pedro Neto. Now Chelsea showing good width. He's in behind. Goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place, but give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
It was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances, could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.